Today we're jumping into Dune Awakening because I want to show you guys where you can find your very own claimable free buggy vehicle inside of Dune Awakening. Heading into the launch, I had fully expected that they had taken every single claimable vehicle out of the map, but that does not seem to be the case. And now I'm kind of curious what else might be lying around, because after we ended the stream today, I was doing a little bit of extra exploring, looking for some parts that I needed for the ornithopter specifically, and that's where I happened to stumble upon a fully claimable buggy. Let me show you exactly where this is at, and then we can talk about sort of the implications that this has. And it's going to be located right here next to the Sentinel City, just southwest of it. You're going to find this big spot here. You know, I don't know what you want to call it. But right up inside of this spot, I do have to hurry up and record this because the enemies will respawn. I've already had to kill them twice. Right inside of this buggy was here. And at first, I didn't think this was claimable. I thought I was going to have to come in and actually disassemble each part and then reassemble each part. However, I was able to just fully jump into this thing and claim it absolutely no problem. This wheel right here did need repaired, but aside from that, this thing was good to go, which is actually crazy because I wasn't going to spend the time building a buggy, or I wasn't going to spend the resources more so building a buggy inside of this initial playthrough that I'm going with. Because if you don't know, we're going to be running Dune Awakening on a fresh account on the official launch servers, where we're going to be implementing a refined speedrun strategy where we've worked out all of the kinks from our original plan, and we're going to really dial in on getting an ornithopter as fast as possible. And something like this is an absolute game changer, especially considering where it's at. Right here in the Sentinel City, you can see that you find industrial pumps. The Sentinel City itself is located inside of the Eastern Shield Wall. I suppose I should have covered that. The industrial pumps is why I was over in this location, but this is actually crazy. This is a huge find here, and yeah, it's a bit worse for wear, and it's not gonna last you forever before it eventually is going to just break entirely. However, if you're able to slap a MK4 cut array on this thing, you can really start pumping out. I believe when I was live, we had somebody say they were getting 1,600 aluminum ore in 15 minutes worth of mining, which is absolutely wild. And there are even other things that we need to take into consideration. Like I said, now I'm curious what other vehicles are spawned around the map. Is there possibly an ornithopter somewhere? I'm almost for certain that they took all of the ornithopters out, but if you can manage to find yourself a solid buggy, maybe one that's in better repair than this, or perhaps the RNG on the amount of damage that these have taken before they, or when they spawn, is different, and maybe when this spawns, when you pick it up, it's going to have better health. But even with this thing's health right here, we would be able to make massive use of this, especially had we gotten this earlier, right? Because we're right now right on the cusp of unlocking the ornithopter. Basically, I just need these industrial pumps and we're good to go. But with this sand buggy spawn being here, this is now something that I'm gonna definitely be holding in the back of my mind when we're laying out our new strategy for the full launch of Dune Awakening. Keep an eye out on the channel for that video. But really, that's all that I wanted to break down today, was the fact that you can actually find buggies still, and this location right here is specifically where you'll be able to find one. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have found any other vehicles anywhere else around the map. I know I've seen some sand bikes scattered around once you get into the deeper areas. So maybe even perhaps once you get into these deeper areas, there is an ornithopter somewhere that does spawn. It's definitely going to be interesting to see. And now that we're kind of getting more of a full grasp on exactly what it takes to get to an ornithopter, definitely keep your eye out on the channel for that refined speedrunning video. We're going to be really dialing it in for the full launch. Speaking of which, we're going to be running that live right here on YouTube as well as Twitch. I'll have a link to the Twitch down in the description if you're interested. Be sure to stop by. The turnout on the early access launch was insane. I can't thank you guys enough. If you managed to make it this far in the video, comment made it down below so I can give you an extra shout out. Also, hit that like button on your way out of here. It really helps these videos get pushed into the algorithm. But other than that, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm out.